So, hello friends, welcome you all for another session on the PhD opportunity in Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology, Japan. So, this is one of the another interesting opportunity. We have shared that EPFL Switzerland. Similar to that, this is another opportunity where the application process is very simple, and yet the research is very good, and the institute is very interesting. And even we will be sharing few more opportunities like this. Please follow and subscribe. Where we focus, I mean, especially I like to showcase the application process, which is easier, so that many people will get opportunity, and it's one of the another biggest university we can say in the research wise. The research schools are more. We'll see some of the those details and application documents and checklist and what are all required, like the TOEFL or IELTS, the GRE. That is not there basically. I'm saying, but let's see the importance in different places. So this is Japan map. You can see here. So this southernmost part is Okinawa, that is Okinawa Island, which is this institute, Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology, which is located in Okinawa Island. And you can see this. There are few more islands, but still this is a completely southern part of Japan. And this is South Korea. You can see, and this side is Sapporo, that is northern part of Japan. This is Tokyo, where we internationally it's connected. So let's go forward. So it's a fully funded PhD program. Unlike a Mextra and other scholarship, it is university specific funding. It's not about Mextra or something. So Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology. Before going further, let's see the ranking details or how it is. So along with the institute and the research details, Okinawa Institute is one of the leading institute in the world. About the nature index of this institute is in the top 10, and in Japan it's number one, which having very high impact. You can see it is located in such a nice place in the island. It is established in 2011. It's a very one of the youngest, and yet it is having good impact for these disciplines. We'll be seeing. Go ahead further. So this is a see, you can see here 70% of the faculty are from so faculty from overseas means you can see imagine that language of instruction or the exposure you'll be getting. One another one is the coursework and research is completely in English. They will follow this system of rotating in the into two three laboratories in 1 year, so that you can choose the best laboratory, and it's interdisciplinary research. So even if you choose one laboratory, you will be having a chance to interact with other laboratory research. So there are the school accepts about 60 full-time graduate students per year, and which is fully funded. So moving on, so you can see here, this is a admission portal. When you log into the OIST, Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology Graduate University, you can find this is a window, admissions window, and there will be this information you can find out. So there will be both English and Japanese. So you can switch over the language of the display. And moving on, so the application portal where we are going to talk more on. So the deadline you can see here. This is the number 15. Just to pass to this deadline. The next deadline that is for coming intake, that is April 1. So you can still apply. So another 4 months to 6 months. So there is no like nothing to worry as such. So the availability of hosting PhD students in research units, they have uploaded very nicely, and which is recently updated in this link, which you can find out in the description. And yeah, so this is the login window. When you log in, you will see this portal, returning users and first time users. You can create the account and you can log into the this application. And this another interesting thing is that the same portal you can use for internships also, research internships that I'll be posting separately about the internship. So let's move on. So the deadlines you can note down. That will be very good for if you are planning to come here. So this is the availability of hosting PhD students in research units. You can see that interdisciplinary education are no departments as such you need to worry about. You can apply any laboratory if the research is connecting to you. So you can see here. So concentration of science disciplines includes chemistry, environmental and ecological sciences, marine sciences, mathematical and computational sciences, molecular cell and developmental biology, neuroscience and physics. So these are the major disciplines, and even if you are from other divisions like in engineering or any other sciences, you can still find the opportunity if it is relevant to your aspirations or your interest or your experience. So that's what they mean interdisciplinary education all about. So the list will be updated annually or request from faculty. Academic year starts in September and ends in August. So you can rely on the list. You can find it online. So coming to the required documents, this is another interesting thing we have to know. So the required documents are the transcripts or the diploma, applicant's statement, passport, recommendation letter, proof of English proficiency. So there is no question about GRE or TOEFL. So see, TOEFL or IELTS, you can submit your university if you are able to get this language of instruction in your universities in English. You can get the exception to submit the IELTS or TOEFL scores. And the transcripts you can submit. Even unofficial transcripts they are welcoming from the website. That is all right for the initial application. Certificate of enrollment also you can upload if you are not yet graduated. And applicant statement. So this you need to write. It is a short kind of research proposal that we have already shared in for next scholarship. You can see that how to write research proposal. That is still there. Maybe we'll we'll share another video, more details, so that it will be helpful for aspirants. So passport and the recommendation letter, they mentioned 2 is a rule, but in the description again they mentioned to have 3 or more letters would be good for the admission committee. So they're indirectly saying having 3 is better. It's similar to that EPFL we have seen 3 is required, and the language of instruction we have just said. Moving on further, the optional documents includes, so the GRE is optional or any other test scores. But the second point we have to consider, it is like, the second point says that the abstract of the publications, oral presentations or other evidence of achievement. So this will help your application, like it will give additional weightage to your application documents. So it's better to have this documents ready, properly scrutinized, properly sorted out, and you upload these additional documents. That will be very good. So application fee, there is no application fee. So that's all for now. So as per this academic concern, I have shared these details, and other things I have been there for internship last year. So it is like I missed to travel to this land because some other works, but I heard it's very good. I have seen the photos in social medias, and even our friends went there. It is kind of amazing place to experience and spend the time. If you are a student here, it will be even amazing that you will get to have so much of time. So consider it. And the transport and the other systems within the Japan, it is very good. Like the local transport with water or any other things, they have maintained nicely. So yeah. So thank you, friends. All the best.